Hey, Gino. So tell me a little bit. Why are you here today?
I came here with Chris to hook up a drip system for all these plants you see all around here, all these boxes. So yeah, we just came here and we got all the tubing, dug out the holes, and it's relatively easy. And I guess it saves the workers a lot of time, and it saves water because it waters the roots directly.
Have you done something like that before?
I've never done it before, ever. I came here with Chris and he showed me. It's not that hard. It's relatively easy,
But you gotta learn.
yeah.
Great. So tell me, you've been really interested in the North Bay Institute of Green Technology. Can you tell me what interests you about green jobs or green technology? Why are you interested in
Just
this?
because I see that's kind of where the world is moving towards, is more green technology, and it's something I've always been interested in. I've always been kind of I like to turn off lights and just stuff like that. Always recycled, and something I'm interested in. And I think there will be a lot of work in it. That's why I'm really interested in the solar panel parts, and then like the gray water class that you guys are talking about, and like this kind of stuff, like the drip. The farming is real nice too, but that's what really interests me about it. You know, I see that there's going to be a lot of work and a lot of stuff in that field. So that's what I'm interested in.
So you're also going to be up at the CSA we're starting in Sonoma Valley.
At
Rancho Encanto. What do you think about organic farming and having food that doesn't have pesticide? And you have a daughter, right?
Yeah.
Tell me a little bit about...
I think it's great. I think, kind of moving back, I think it was you who were telling me we got to move back to how we used to do it instead of how we're doing it now, because fresh foods are just so much better for you, not all that processed stuff and all that. You feel better, you think better, everything tastes better. So, I really like it. I think it's a good idea, and it's something that we should definitely look more into.
Are you looking forward to taking some food that you grew organically home to your daughter and your partner?
I've done some gardening before at my house.
Yeah.
Stuff like just little boxes like this. I grew at my house, just random stuff, but I've never done something so large scale, But definitely, I love fruits, vegetables, I love it all, so I'm excited.
Yeah?
Yeah.
And
excited.
so let me ask you, it's some really difficult times right now for young people like yourself in the world of employment. You tell me, what have been some of your challenges? What do you think's going on?
Every challenge there is,
why don't you just tell us a little bit, in case there's some young person watching this and they might say, wow, that's the same thing that's happening to me. What have you been facing?
It's hard to find jobs. Even McDonald's doesn't want to hire nobody right now. I've applied literally everywhere. It's just hard finding jobs, and you want to do certain stuff. As you get older, you want to do your own stuff and move out, get your own apartment, but it's hard right now. There's no work, There's no work, and the work there is, there's not very much of, or it takes a lot of higher qualified people, but even people with degrees aren't guaranteed to get stuff right now, because, I have a couple friends who went to college for 4 years, and they're not working right now either, So, it's tough, but you just gotta keep on going.
What is that, are you feeling any pressure with having a daughter, and how does that do on your psychological, what do you do to keep your spirits up? Well, you're here.
Just keep trying. You can't give up. Stress is, they come and go. You ain't gonna do nothing about it. There's ups and downs always, When it's good, it's good. When it's bad, it's bad. You just gotta take it for what it is and keep your head up no matter how it is. That's why I've been really learning lately that you can't let money and what you have make you happy. You have to be happy before you have all that, And then once you get all that stuff good, you can do more, but you have to at least be happy with what you have. Because, there's people out there that have way worse than you, There's people that have, a lot of people have it worse than us. That's just what I try to always think about. There's people in the world that have way worse than we have it.
So would you say your daughter is a motivating factor for you?
Yeah, definitely. Definitely. She's got to eat too, right? I have a lot of support with her family and my family. They're really supportive. I always can have somebody babysit or help out, so it's really helpful having family. They really help a lot. But
So you think if at some point at Rancho Encanto we had a mechanism where she could be taken care of, would that be something that would interest you, where you could bring her over and
Yeah,
she could,
definitely.
on-site daycare while you're out
yeah,
working, doing, I don't know, doing whatever you're
yeah,
doing, but she's
definitely.
there? Would you be, is
Yeah.
that something that you would consider interesting, or like, yeah, you'd be down for that?
Yeah, definitely. That would always help, you know.
If you
I
could
would
save that
definitely
money, or at
yeah.
least just have her there and have lunch with
Yeah.
her, or play with her on your breaks. What do you think about that?
That's really cool. I've never even thought about that.
Well, we're thinking about that.
Yeah, that's a really good idea. 'Cause
It's
I'm
a,
sure
it's
there's
a lot of
probably more-
acres out there.
Yeah, a lot of stuff they can do. Kids would have a ball out there. I'm sure more of the students probably have kids too.
Oh yeah.
So-
We have some students. So what are your hopes? What are your hopes for yourself and your family at this point?
At this point, just be happy. I mean, I just want to be happy. You know, of course, eventually get a good job and have good money and all that. But that will come. But just right now, be happy.
Yeah.
That's all I want.
So if you could learn how to start your own sort of like something like this that would bring in money, like the restaurants would pay you money
I would love it because
to grow this, and then they'd pay you money, and you can have your daughter here, and who knows, when she gets to a point she'll be helping you. What do you think about an idea of having a business? It's yours. You're your own boss, and you're helping provide healthy food, and you're making some money at that. What do you think?
That sounds awesome. I mean, I've always wanted to work for myself. You know, my grandfather had his own business. You know, his grandfather, they had their own thing going on over there in New York. I've always wanted to work for I've always was taught to work for yourself, and then you can really get ahead. But that would be awesome.
Would that be good?
That
Would you
be
like
cool.
that?
Yeah.
So if there's a person, a donor, that was watching this video, what would you tell them would be the reason? Why should they donate to make something like that happen for young people?
Because they'd be making a difference. I mean, it's not just like you spend your money on a new car or something. You know, you got a new car or whatever. But I mean, you're actually making a difference in people's lives. I mean, I know not just me, but I know there's a couple other students that have been waiting a long time, to get it all started up.
Outsider, somebody who doesn't work here.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Keep going.
Yeah, just it would help tremendously. Not just myself, but other people. And you make
So what would they get if they say, okay, if I'm going to invest in this, what's going to come out of this for the community? What are some of the benefits that you think?
a lot. I mean, they definitely make a difference in my life and in the other students' life because we get to go to work and do all that. I mean, it's impacted in a lot of different ways. I think all the fruits and vegetables, all the people that eat those, all the people that buy them, the company or whoever's making the money for it gets the money. I mean, I think it helps out a lot of people, more than just one, definitely. Helps out a whole community of people.
And as far as, what do you think about, once you learn how to do this, you think you'd be interested in teaching other young people?
Yeah.
Well, you think you'd like that? Like
Definitely.
also be like a crew leader or a trainer?
I definitely would like to give it back, because knowledge is very important. Very important. I mean, they're just hooking up this drip system. I mean, it was so simple, but Chris just had the knowledge to do it, and it makes such a big difference for time and water and all that. So I would definitely be willing and like to pass on knowledge, to somebody else, something that I know. Because, no one can ever take that away from you when you know something, no one can take that away from you. That's real cool.
Okay, well, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Well, here.
Okay,
This big guy right here.
all right, get that. Yay, go! It's beautiful. Some of these vegetables came from this garden, and they're going to a local business that makes pizza. Full circle.